All right, Saggy, let's get to it. Let's tap in. Next 48. I'm going to do the best I can to read what I see in the cards. Hopefully, you guys can get something out of this, some type of message, some type of guidance, something like that. But keep in mind that I'm not a dictator. I'm here to just read what I deliver the message and get on with my life and with my business. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If you are not a member, consider membership. Consider joining the channel as a member where you can get access to videos not seen here in the public anymore. If you are interested in any of my work, Our World Today, Daily Guidance Oracle Cards, if you're interested in any of my books, any of the Mindful Color books, all the information that you need should be in the description box. You still get a free gift if you guys want to purchase Our World Today. You still get a free gift with your purchase and free shipping in the US. So let's tap in, Sag. It's going to be the first portion of this video. I'm going to look at some oracles, some tarot, and some flashcards. And then I'll see my members on the other side. Actually, I'm not going to look at tarot. I'm going to look at oracles and flashcards. And I'll see my members on the other side for the tarot card session. So let's see. Okay, today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. Let me see. Moon is in Taurus. Tomorrow, New Year's Eve, Moon will be in Gemini. If you celebrate New Year's Eve tomorrow, some people don't. Okay, so we're dealing with Moon in Taurus, or the end of Moon in Taurus, Moon in Gemini. Sun in Capricorn. Mercury right now is in Sagittarius. Venus is in Capricorn as well as Mars. Jupiter is still in Cancer. Saturn is... And Jupiter is retrograde right now. In Cancer, Saturn is in Pisces direct. Okay. All right. So let's tap in. We're dealing with Earth energy. All right. We have a meeting. Something here about a meeting or an event. A meeting or an event. I also see a thief. A thief is here. This person is trying to hide. Whoever this thief is, somebody's a fucking thief, period. Or they're trying to steal something, and they're trying to hide. Somebody's doing a lot of talking, a lot of texting. You got evil eye energy here. Suspended. Something could be suspended, or somebody could be getting suspended, or somebody was suspended. A meeting or event is here with the Lovers, Seven of Cups. So somebody could have a very important decision to make. Or there's something here about a meeting. Somebody's having a meeting with somebody about a decision and or options as to what to do or what could be done. This could also be a talk. Some of you guys are having a talk with a lover. Maybe you guys are considering moving or something like that. You're like, okay, well, where are we going to move? I feel like this is very important. Whatever conversation this is, it's a very important conversation. Maybe even a private conversation or a private meeting. Let's get more. Let's see. Go to the gym. Some of you guys need to get back in shape or go to the gym, or something could be going on at a gym. This could be a game. Maybe someone's going to a game or something like that. Or somebody could be dealing with an athlete, or athleticism could be significant. Then we have look for something else. So there's definitely something important so far about weighing your options with this Seven of Cups. You may not want to make a hasty decision. You may want to think something through, or genuinely consider your options. And I'm also getting the consequences. With Seven of Cups, it's imperative for you to consider consequences to your choices. There could be somewhat of an illusionary option here. Something could be too good to be true type of thing. So let's go a little deeper. I feel like somebody's moving. Somebody could be looking for a place to stay or looking for a job. Or maybe you're looking for somebody to, I don't know, work with, or you're looking for something. This could be a wedding planner. You're looking for a venue. Maybe you need a place, like a physical place. Maybe you need an office space or something. Let me see. Ooh, okay. There's something here about a parade. Do they have New Year's Eve parades? Something about a parade. I see a large group of people, some type of festival. New Orleans could be significant, or Los Angeles. We have the color blue, blue collar, and then we have tarot. The color blue. I'm hearing that song. I'm blue, na 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 na. What is the name of that song? I like that song. I'm blue, na na. Las Vegas could be significant. I'm getting something about the blue man, a blue car, a blue house. The color blue. Wait, is this it? I don't know. Yeah, this is it, because it says da ba dee da dee da na. Yeah, this is a decade in blue. So the lyrics say, listen up, here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world, and all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him inside and out. Blue, his house, with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself and everything around, or everybody around him, because he ain't got nobody to listen to. So somebody could be depressed. Tiger, go sit down, please. Go sit down. Go. Feeling blue means feeling sad, melancholy, or down in the dumps. It says, what's the definition of insanity? This could be why somebody's feeling blue. Wow. It says this is temporary. Okay. So there's also a message here with Lovers and Seven of Cups. There's a message here that you are not to make a permanent decision based on temporary emotions. Let something pass. This could be this moon in Taurus. Also moon in Gemini energy. You may want to wait until after the moon transits from Gemini, maybe to Cancer, especially if you're thinking about moving, or if anything, if there's something going on at home, anything related to real estate or moving, you may want to wait. That's what I'm getting. You may want to do some research in the next few days, gather your facts and stuff like that, really think something through, maybe get some type of professional advice. But then when the moon goes into Cancer, then I believe that you may have more of a but then that could, because that could be overly emotional as well, but more of an intuitive approach to things. Let me see. Spending too much time on the internet. So somebody could be overthinking. Maybe you're watching too many tarot readings. I'm getting that too. Cadent house 9, opposite of the 3rd house, drawing conclusions. Yeah, somebody could be drawing conclusions. What's on the bottom? You won't see this coming. Conversation with a stranger is here. So there's some type of stranger in the vortex. But I'm kind of sort of getting this isn't a stranger at all. This person knows exactly what the fuck they're doing. Somebody's up to something. Let me see this. We have special education. RSP could be significant. It says you are very intelligent. It's not working out for them. Okay. Somebody's not as smart as they think they are. It says if you hurt an earth angel, you are cursed to doom. Ooh, hello. Train or subway could be significant. If you hurt an earth angel, you are cursed and doomed. It says you are focused on your goals and on the right track, avoiding unnecessary conflict, drama-free. However, currently experiencing sexual crisis. And then it says you're on standstill in certain areas of life. Be patient. It's on the way. The letter B could be significant as well, or the number 13, the number 4, B. B. Let me see. The janitor says clean up, clearing old habits, humble. Okay, sorting things out, making things better. The janitor. I'm sensing an apology. No gain, no benefit. We have a deceased relative. Somebody could have recently passed away, showing up in your dream. It says visitation dream. There's something here about a deceased relative. Something about a light bulb. A light bulb or lights. We have Wednesday. This could be some type of paranormal activity going on. I feel like somebody's trying to reach you from the other side. Man on drugs, woman on drugs. Wednesday could also be significant. Wednesday, either this upcoming Wednesday or next. And wow, look what's back. Credulous. Having or showing too great a readiness to believe things. Naive, trusting, innocent greed. Another word that has something to do with your belief system. Okay, so this is when somebody is, oh wow. I feel like somebody is overly zealous, having or showing too great a readiness to believe things. So somebody could be naive, too trusting. It says green, innocent. Credulous. And then you have another word here. Unflinched. Genuine, sincere, real, honest, and true. Unflinched. So there's something here about somebody being convinced of something or believing in something or believing in somebody. Now for some of you, yeah, lovers with 7 of Cups, I'm getting something is too good to be true. And I feel like somebody's about to make a decision. This could be somebody who's being taken advantage of, especially with special education here. Somebody's about to be taken advantage of in some way, shape, or form. I'm sensing that somebody is very vulnerable. Somebody's back could be up against a wall in some way, shape, or form. Somebody could be an earth angel. I'm sensing naivety though. I feel like this is either the results of some type of drug, or somebody was drugged, or somebody drugged somebody, or somebody's trying to clean up with this janitor energy. Somebody's trying to clean up something that they did, maybe blaming you or getting you to take on their responsibility in some way, shape, or form. Let me see. Yeah, I feel like somebody's like extremely excited about something, or maybe you really, really want something and somebody knows this, or somebody knows that you're vulnerable or you really need something, so they're trying to take advantage of you in some way, shape, or form. Let's get more. This could also be or have something to do with your child. Definitely see there's not going to be any gain or benefit for somebody here. It says no gain, no benefit. We have new occupations. Practice self-care more often. Get professional advice. Yeah, especially while the moon is in Gemini. Okay? Next few days, you need to get some professional advice in some way, shape, or form. We have large animal. Knee problems could be significant. Knee problems. And then we have an appraisal. Somebody could be getting something appraised. Yeah, this could be what you're about to get fucked over with. This appraisal. Something could be worth much more than what somebody's telling you is worth. It says patience is your superpower. Saturn in the 11th house. Wow. Patience is your superpower. Okay, I'm getting that there's somebody who know people, or there's somebody who has access to people. Maybe they have, or they know people in high places, or they got connections or something like that. And you don't. Or this could be vice versa. Yeah, it seems to me like somebody's back is up against a wall in some way, shape, or form. Somebody needs something. This could have to do with the 11th house. An elderly individual could be significant. Your future could be significant. Let me see. What is going on here? I'm getting you're supposed to be more patient than what you are right now, but something just sounds so good. But I'm getting, again, it's too good to be true. So you could be quick to believe something that you should actually question, or believe someone who you should be questioning. Yeah, somebody could think that you're stupid. Or I'm getting they know that you're vulnerable. They know what's going on. They know. Let me see. Let's get more. Somebody needs something. Somebody needs something. Or they think they need something. Let me see. Or somebody really, really wants something. This reminds me of a dope fiend. It's like somebody's fiending for dope. Or crack or something like that. If this is a situation where pain is involved, somebody is trying to get out of this pain. They're trying to alleviate pain. They're willing to do whatever. It's like, okay, I'll pay more. Just give me what I need. I'll travel farther. Just give me what I need. So somebody's trying to alleviate something, or somebody's pressed for time. It's like, oh, all I have is 3 days, or I got to get this money in 2 days or 4 days. Let me see this. Somebody's willing to hurt somebody who's innocent in order to get what they want. We have the tree. This is card number 5, the tree. This could have something to do with money. Something that takes time, exactly. There's something here where time is required. Something is actually a lot lengthier in time, or something takes a lot more time than what somebody is telling you, or something's going to take more time. Maybe somebody's trying to expedite something that they shouldn't be expediting. There's also something here about health with the tree. Your health, or this could be a family member. There's something about the root cause to something too. Some of you guys may need dental work. And then we have the Ankh 37. I feel like somebody's exhausted all of their possibilities. Somebody could be out here borrowing money from everybody, or somebody owes money. Again, I'm getting somebody's back is up against a wall. Somebody's limited as to what they could get or what they could do. Wow. Yeah. And then at the bottom is Black Fox 14. So somebody's already very skeptical. Either way it goes, somebody's skeptical, or this is like somebody's very clever, very it's almost like a loan shark or something like that. Somebody knows that they're going to capitalize, or that's what they're trying to do. Somebody's trying to prolong something. It's like, okay, you need something now, but in the long run, I'm going to get more because of what you want now. So some type of instant gratification is to somebody else's benefit. This reminds me of a loan. Yeah, because somebody's going to owe for a long time with this Ankh. This could be a house. This could have something to do with mortgage. Or somebody's about to go into a deal or something like that, and it's like you owe them for the rest of your life. This could also have to do with health, your health, or a physician could be significant. Let me see this. Wow. Somebody's about to get taken advantage of. Basically, what I'm getting so far, guys, is something is too good to be true. And instead of you waiting and being patient, you're moving too fast. So you could regret this in the long run, whatever this is, whatever decision this is. I'm getting, you may want to think about that before you do it. Think about something before you sign it. Let's take a listen at the tree. And just to make sure.
Part 5. Tree. Health. Genealogical roots. Slow growth. Patience. Steady growth. The tree, 5 in Lenormand, is above all the card for health in all its forms.
Okay, so health in all its forms. There could be something going on with your mental health, your physical health, physiological health, or something like that. Something about your health and well-being. But the Ankh is supposed to be, I think that it's supposed to be more of a positive card, especially when it comes to options, directions. There could also be something about the weather or something about the elements, fire, water, earth, air elements. A destined rebirth is happening. It says, allow the clouds to roll. In their movements, you will obtain clear vision. Allow the fires to burn. For the flames of destruction bring on the ashes that fertilize transformation or transformative growth. Allow the waters to flow as the fluidity will carry you to a place of truth and ease. And also allow the trees and flowers to flourish as they will protect and shade your journey of spiritual immortality. So the Ankh card guides us into a place of rebirth after pain and death of a cycle. It represents resilience, alchemy, and mental shape shifting. What's here now is powerful and endless, just as the life force of the Ankh is continuous. The strength to let go and the courage for vision and change is all you need for this life into the next. Wow. So there's also something here about life insurance, health insurance. It's still giving me crackhead vibes. I can't help it. Like, I'm still getting somebody is being taken advantage of because they're giving off crackhead vibes. But you don't have to with this Ankh. I'm getting, you really don't. There's something here about weighing the pros and cons. You don't have to settle, or you don't have to give in or something like that. It says here, the ultimate goal of the fox is success for himself and his family. Being both smart and cunning, this card generally applies to our day-to-day grind to make ends meet. This reality is even good. The reality is, even with good intentions, sometimes you have to be clever to get ahead. And that's exactly what somebody's doing. Period. It says, if it is in love, have caution in this union. In some way, you may be being deceived. If it is in career, this card can represent a traditional day-to-day job and the shady behavior that can take place within the workplace. A backstabbing may be approaching. Stay ready. Health-wise, If you've been recently checked out, get a second opinion. Exactly. That's still pointing at what I was talking about with the Lovers and the Seven of Cups. There's a need for you to consider the consequences to your choices right now, especially if you are in a vulnerable situation, or if your back is up against a wall in some way, shape, or form, or you're vulnerable, because the long run or the long-term effects are not worth it. This reminds me of a very high interest rate. Something like that is here. It's clearly a fucking scam, but somebody's desperate. Something is clearly a scam. Let's listen to Fox really fast from this book. Oh, man.
Part 14. Fox. Job, foreigner, doctor and or specialist, professor, detective, circumspection, suspicion, distrust, self-interest, subterfuge.
Somebody don't even trust you. Because you don't trust, like, even if you're not a crackhead, it's giving crackhead vibes. In some way, shape, or form, you're coming off as crackhead or begging, or you're desperate. And somebody don't trust that. Somebody's like, oh no, this is too easy. Or this person, okay, this will be the perfect opportunity for me to take advantage of this person. This is the perfect opportunity for me to capitalize. They wouldn't even do what you're about to do. They wouldn't do this. They wouldn't sign this. They wouldn't put up with this. They wouldn't do this. Nope, it's bullshit. Let me see this tree, please. Oh, man. And that's why I said, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. There's not going to be any gain here. No gain, no profit. Okay, something could be a spoof or some type of scam. Wow, catfish. Wow. This is crazy shit. But of course, there's a lot of scamming going on. There's a lot of scamming. This could be identity fraud, identity theft. Somebody's a liar, period. Somebody's a catfish, or somebody's tricking you, catfishing you. This could be somebody you know. Like I said, remember I said conversation with a stranger. And I said, oh, that's not too much of a stranger. Ain't nobody stupid. Maybe you don't know them, but they know you. Yep. And then the motto at the bottom. There's something here about generational wealth. There's something here about representation, and or who somebody is acting as if they are. There's something here about false advertisement with this model. There's something here about something that somebody's trying to sell you or advertise to you. They want you to want it. Something like that is here. Somebody's making something look really good, but it's a catfish. Ain't that nothing? Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Sometimes I just don't know what to say. I don't. I'll just be like, wow, that's crazy. Like, it'd be so... Sometimes things are so obvious. But with this word here, credulous, having or showing too great a readiness to believe things. So somebody's naive. Then on top of that, have the audacity to take up for, this is cognitive dissonance of some sort, Stockholm syndrome of some sort. Okay, so username. So catfish, keywords, dishonesty, catfish, false self, deception. Deception is here twice with the fox too, the black fox. Deception. Feeling silly, least person you expect. Look at that. It says least person you expect. Obsession, self-love, bait. Bait. Somebody trying to bait somebody in some way, shape, or form. It says acting, because catfishes do act. Mocking, trolling. This could also be some type of copycat energy. That's why I was picking up on identity theft. Fake account manipulation, seduction, and adaptability. And the model, who am I? So this is representation, role models, figures, features, philosophy, aesthetic. Maybe something looks good. or something appears to be a certain type of way, but it's not. It's a spoof, or it's a fucking, it's a scam. It says beauty, marketing, advertising, fashion industry, or industry, generation, influence, reputation, message, mindset, archetype, self-acceptance. So like I said, you have to sign up for this. This reminds me of yesterday's reading with the collective. Something requires your consent. Yep. There's some here about you breaking some type of generational curse if you are to do the right thing, with the alpha card being here behind the model. Somebody knows what you represent, and they know what you're advertising or what you give off. They could be trying to beat you out, and they're thinking generations ahead. Whoever this person is, they're thinking generations to come. You're thinking now, they're thinking generations to come. What is this, Ankh? Or someone wants you to appear to be a certain type of way, or somebody's appearing a certain type of way. They know exactly what they're doing, whoever this is. They know exactly what they're doing or what they're planning. There's something here about drugs as well. Look, twin flame with the queen. This could also be your person. Very dominant energy here. Somebody wants you to believe that you're on the same page, or they feel the same way, or they want you to think that they can relate to you. Or really they're trying to take your spot. Somebody could also be trying to take your man. What the hell is going on here? Somebody wants something that you have, or they think that it will be more valuable in their possession. This could be your child. At the bottom, we have the vision. So this is about, think about the future. Think about where you're headed and what's to come if you are to make this hasty type of decision here. Somebody could also be overbearing, or they come off as dominant. So again, you can feel as if you don't have another choice, or this is the best course of action. This is the only option you have type of thing, when it's not. This is not the only option. There's definitely something here about getting a second opinion in some way, shape, or form. Maybe someone's trying to discourage you from moving forward with a lawsuit or something like that. Oh, you're never going to win. Or you should just take this. That's all you're going to get. That's a lie. Somebody could be working together with your app. They just don't want you to know that. That's deception. That's how deception works. And then I see something here about a neighbor or your neighborhood. A basketball player could be significant, or an athlete. Somebody could be African or of African descent. There's something here about race as well. The color of your skin could be significant, or your sexual orientation. What is this, catfish? Somebody's also dealing with someone who's on the down low. What is this catfish model with a tree? This is crazy. What kind of reading is this? We have thoughts. So this has to do with perception. The way in which somebody is painting you out to be, or painting something out to be. The way that somebody wants something to look is based on their perception. So yeah, this is mind games. This is trickery. Or they want you to think something, like they're like, oh, they want you to think that you're in good hands, or think that you're safe, or think that you have a health problem, or they want you to think something that's not true, period. Yeah, with wealthy men, because they're trying to capitalize. That is that. Or they want you to think that they're wealthy. Wow, with coffin at the bottom. This motherfucker is not who they say they are, or they don't got it like this. However they're trying to make it seem like they don't got it like that. This could be this person could be the one that's desperate for some type of money, some type of inheritance, insurance, something like that. So they're trying to basically project that onto you. No, we really need this. We really, 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 really need this. No, you need this. I could wait. You can't. I could wait, or I could go elsewhere with my business, or I could take my ass and go somewhere else. You can't. You need me. Basically, somebody needs you more than they're trying to make it appear to be. They want you to think that you need them, or you need something that they have. This could be an investor. What is this, Ankh? I see something here about a selfie. What is this? Ankh Twin Flame Queen. Wow, coffin. That's that. Great fortune. Wow. And then we have high honor. Wow. So there's something here about you ending some type of cycle. Or if you are to fire them, or if you are to stop working for them, or whatever this is that you're contributing to, they go out of business, or they cease to exist, or they can no longer do something to you. I see some type of benefits coming to you regardless of their participation or not. So somebody's just trying to add themselves to something so that they could capitalize. Really, you don't need them. Whoever this is, you don't need them. You never did. Yep, false person at the bottom of it. See, this is where the deception comes in, because somebody's using very strong mind games. They want you to believe that you need them. That's what I'm getting. There's something here about the vet. Somebody could be going to a vet. Somebody could also be a veteran. Maybe someone was in the military. $19 and $25. And then 26. I see these may be years. 2019, 2025, 2026. Something could have taken 4 or 5 years. Or 7 years. Or for some of you, yeah, you've been waiting for something for a long time. Either way it goes. So it's like, okay, what's a few more months? Yeah, what's behind false person? Wow, sudden wealth. Somebody's trying to gain. They're trying to get paid. 8/11 could be significant, or a Leo or Leo energy. August 11th, August 2nd, or November 8th. We already know you're dealing with a false person in some way, shape, or form, or this is you. Some type of wealth is here. And then we have bad health. Something related to health, or a health concern, or a health matter. Why is coffin here? Oh, that's a lot. Wow, marriage. So this could be a contract, the end of a contract. Somebody could be like a free agent type of thing. Or that's what's coming up. Yep, or this is a relationship. Courthouse at the bottom of that, and that's reversed. Wow, with lovers reversed. This could have to do with a relationship. Somebody's been capitalizing, or that's why they're married to you, because they want this money or this insurance, or that's why they went into business, or some type of contract. They have a contract, or there's something here about a contract. Wow. Something is contractual. Contract. Somebody could be thinking about renewing their vows, or remarrying someone who they divorced. Somebody's thinking about remarrying someone they divorced. I also see something here about a gunshot wound. I don't know what this has. What is this, high honor? Because that could also represent some type of promotion. Being put on a pedestal in some way, shape, or form, or being honored. I feel like someone's very earnest. This has to do with your character, because it did say something about earth angel. Let me see. What is high honor? What more can you tell me about this high honor? Okay, we have message of concern. There's something here about the probability of an outcome. Somebody is determined to find out where they stand. Okay, if this person does this, then in the long run, then what? Then I'm gonna have to pay them in the long run. Somebody's trying not to pay you, or they're trying to basically put it to where they don't have any strings attached in some way, shape, or form. And then we have community. That's reversed at the bottom. I'm hearing, are there any witnesses? This could have something to do with a petition. Or something about signatures. And then we have change reverse. Yeah, somebody trying to keep somebody stuck. Make this person believe that they need us. That's what I'm getting. Make this person believe that they're nothing without us, or you need me. No, you don't. No, I'm getting you don't need them. They need you. Whoever they are, whatever this is, they need you. Let me see this. Wow, what kind of reading? Wow. So, oh my goodness, I feel like this has been happening for generations. Whatever this is, this has been happening for generations. Somebody's a generational curse breaker, though, with the model card being here. Somebody feels outsmarted by you. Or they feel like if you find out, that's the end of the road for their ass. We have soulmate. Look at that, 25, soulmate. And then we have inner strength. We have study. Somebody knows that you've either been studying, or you done got a hold to some type of information, or some type of light bulb been clicked in your head. Maybe someone's calling off a marriage or a relationship. I feel like you beat someone to the punch because you're strong. Internally, you have a lot of inner strength. You're very intelligent, or you do a lot of studying. I see someone here on their laptop with their books, taking notes, journaling, all of that. I feel like you know what's up, or you're going to find out. There's also something that's right in front of you. God is going to put some type of symbol, some type of sign, synchronicity is going to be right before your eyes. Something's going to be so obvious. This could be when the moon goes into Gemini. Yep, something's going to click. Give me one more. I also feel like somebody's in love with you. They want to be with you, but you don't want to be with them. This person could be catfishing you. Yep, look, outer strength, inner and outer strength. What we doing? Look, rejection. Somebody's getting rejected in some way, shape, or something's getting rejected. As it should. No, it's a no. Period. Wow. At the bottom, I see sexy time. No. Nope. Somebody's trying to connect, or somebody's trying to send somebody. They want insight. They want information. They want to be able to know what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're working on. Somebody needs insight into, or they need access to your personal life. So I see a message here, inbox, rejection. I see some type of rejection here. But I'm telling you, this is all a fluke anyways. Or that's the reason why you're getting rejected. It was all part of a game any fucking ways. Or this is what they wanted anyways. Oh, man. So inner and outer strength. Wow. No wonder the queen is here. Somebody feels like you're hard to beat, or you're hard to convince. Maybe you were going with something at first. Or maybe you were about to do something. And then you have this epiphany or something like that. This sudden realization. Or somebody shows their true self. Somebody's like a shapeshifter out here. This is how they bend reality. And then there's some here about somebody getting close to you. They want to be close, or they want to make it seem like you guys have some type of intimate relationship. Somebody could also be talking to somebody who you've been with before, like an ex or something. Give me more. Let's tap in with some astrological energy, please. Wow, look at this. Let me see. 7th house. This is the house of marriage, relationships, business partners. Look, contracts. Didn't I say something was contractual? Contracts, agreements. I said something requires your participation and or your consent. Joint endeavors, sharing, negotiating, cooperating, relating. Remember I said somebody trying to act like they could relate to you, or act like they could they understand you, or they know what you're going through. No, the fuck you don't. Let me see. Oh, Saturn. Saturn in the 7th house, somebody's being stopped. This is some type of boundary, some type of limitation, some type of obstacle here. Yep. Patience. Saturn rules patience. This is also the father of time. Somebody could be trying to rush you into some type of contract, or rush you to sign something, or rush you to sign something off, rush you to get married. But I see some type of restriction here. I feel like this is out of your control. This is Saturn. Some of you guys may have Saturn transiting your 7th house. Wow, and then we have 12th house here behind Saturn. All things hidden. This came out the last time, and there was something about not a murder. There was something about, well, yeah, I think I did pick that up. There was something here about someone going to jail or prison. This is all things hidden. 7th house said death of secret enemies. And the 12th house was the actual event that took place that changed your life forever. Some type of Saturn is here. Putting a stop or an end to this. Or this is what somebody was planning on doing. Yep, for money. 2nd house. Wow. Wow. This is the hidden motives and agenda. The hidden motives and agendas of people who are trying to capitalize financially based on who they go into contract or business with, or some type of fucking relationship or marriage. This is scary shit. This is scary. Remember it said, least person you expect. And 12th house is like walking in the dark, where you have to feel. Imagine closing your eyes. You have to feel everything. Imagine being in an escape room, right? You go to an escape room. You have to feel everything. You don't know what the fuck going on. You have to use your intuition. Anything can happen. Something can feel like the door to exit the building, right? But really that's the door to your own demise. So you have to feel things. It's like, okay, is this the door that I walk through? Because this could be the door where I take a drop as soon as I walk through this. So you have to think about what you're doing prior to doing it. Especially when you're scared, you're afraid, you don't know, or you're not sure. You don't know who you can trust. You don't know what this contract is about. So you have to set boundaries. Things have to take time, especially relationships. Relationships take time to build. Nobody should have this much trust, especially when you know you're in a vulnerable situation. You shouldn't have this much trust in anybody. Because whatever this is life-changing with this 12th house. It's life-changing. And that's why I kept saying, be patient, Sag. Weigh the pros and cons. Remember, we saw Lovers card with the 7 of Cups. Reminds me of the illusion of love. That reminds me of the actual snake in the Garden of Eden. When you don't ask no questions, you don't get no answers. You go into things blindly, you're most likely going to be misled, misguided. All because somebody wants money or possession of something. personal finances. This is the house of expenses, career, income, all because of money. I'm telling you, look what's behind that. The zodiac sign that's out here is Taurus. Taurus is stubborn, hardworking, reliable. Taurus is stability, comfort, luxuries. This is what somebody wants. But it's also about taking your time, especially with Saturn and Taurus. Saturn and Taurus in the 7th house. If that's not a big ass slow down, I don't know what is. This is all about money. I'm telling you, this is somebody's hidden agenda and deceptive energy surrounding money, but they need you to sign something or sign something away, or they need your consent. They need your participation. Very, very dark, especially with Saturn ruling all things black. Very dark energy here. So we're going to go deeper. I'm going to look at some tarot cards. I'm going to take a look at the recent past, the current energy, and what's to come. I'm curious to see what's going to come of this. This is scary. This is truly scary. This is crazy as well. But remember, it also says Saturn in the 11th house. Patience is your superpower. Remember that. Patience right now, Sag, is your superpower. Think about that. Members, I'll see you in a few. For those of you where this ends, don't forget to hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. And I hope you got something from this. Love y'all. Take care. Peace.